Hello there, villagers. Welcome back to another video here in Stacy's Random POV. If it's your first time here, it is so good to have you. I hope you decide to stick around. And now, so as you guys know, the shooter that killed the CEO here downtown Manhattan was caught. And so I got together all of the reaction from different creators on TikTok. Let me know what y'all think in the comment. And who should I talk about on my next video? Let me know. See y'all next time. Bye.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to the family. However, the assassin was super impressive, okay? We've never seen anything like this. There's something extremely erotic about a man who's super good with a gun. I mean, this man had practice. He knew what he was doing. I've watched the video 2, 3, 4, 5 times just in awe of his talent. The bullets came out silky smooth like butter. He got on a city bike and kept biking, went on with his day like nothing. There is something attractive about that. The terrible, terrible thing, he needs to go to jail, but also this man has a gift. This man is gifted. He knows. He had a target, he went for it, and he got it on the first try. He's like the LeBron James of assassination. This is a man with talent. This is a man with class. This is a man with work ethic. This is a man who knows what he's doing. And you know, if he wants to come over later and show me how much he knows what he's doing, I would like. Until then, thoughts and prayers go out to the family, and the tree at Rockefeller Center will be lit according to schedule, according to program.
Oh my God, who left this balloon here? Oh, excuse me, ma'am, can I talk to you about a murder that happened here? Oh my God, no, that's awful. Who was killed? Oh, it was the CEO of United Healthcare. Oh my God, no, I can't see anything. I'm totally Helen Kellerin right now. I can't hear or see anything. I have to go. Oh, fuck my eye. Oh, fucking bitch. Now, this is the 2 pictures of the suspect that we have and also a picture of the victim. Could you take a look at that for me, please? Okay, yeah, fuck, marry, kill, in that order. Thank you. Excuse me, sir, I know you're a doorman here at this building. Did you see what the suspect looked like? Oh yeah, I did see him here. Actually, I drew a picture for you. This is what he looked like. This, a stick figure. This is a picture of the victim. Could you take a look at that and see if you notice anything? Oh my God, he was a healthcare CEO and he kept those teeth? That sounds like a misappropriation of wealth if you asked me. I asked you a question about what happened here tonight. Sorry, this situation seems out of my network and not covered under my empathy policy. I'm sorry. Ma'am, can I please talk to you for a second? Oh, Disease by Lady Gaga. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys know how they're all calling the deny, defend, depose guy Robert Paulson, right? His name is Robert Paulson. Well, this got me thinking. Everyone's worried about Project 2025, right? Oh, what if they do Project 2025? If they decide to move forward with Project 2025, then what's to stop everyone from moving forward with Project Mayhem 2025?
Deny, defend, depose. There's a thorn to every rose. The people are taking back control. Deny, defend, depose.
That man got up early. That was that man's day. That was all he had going for him that day. Don't live your life in a way that someone would set an alarm to kill you.
Now y'all want to offer us $50,000 to go find the adjuster? We don't want money. Why don't you offer us the lives back from husbands and wives, mothers and dads, aunts and uncles, grandmas? Lives were lost waiting on claims to come through that was never going to get approved anyways. Why don't you go offer money to the parents that had to take out second mortgages because y'all deemed their child surgery was unnecessary? Now y'all showing us 5 different images of different people. Now you're finding Monopoly money. Now y'all finally knows what it feels like to get played in your face when y'all been playing Monopoly with our lives for years. Y'all told us we didn't have enough coverage for the medications that we needed. Well, now I'm telling y'all don't have enough coverage for the search and destroy you're trying to do since y'all want to play some games.
The shooting of Thompson has unleashed a wave of evil from members of the left. Thompson was not a criminal. He wasn't even an advocate of death the way, for example, abortion or euthanasia advocates are. Thompson's great sin, according to these people, is that he was the head of a company that exists within a mixed private-public healthcare framework, and that he did his job, because that's how health insurance actually works.
This feels like a pivotal moment in American history. It feels different from anything else I've seen in America previously, because this is Ben Shapiro doing his usual shtick of blaming the left for things he doesn't like happening in American society, the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO in this case. But what's really interesting is the comments that are completely roasting him from people on his own side of the political spectrum. The murder of the CEO seems to have united people in a way that we've never seen before, and I actually wonder if we could be seeing an end of that dramatic political polarization we've seen in America, because Americans are really fucking united about this. This person says, "This is the most united the country has been since 9/11. Clearly not just the left. Benny, this is a non-partisan issue. Please stop trying to constantly divide our country. This isn't a left versus right issue. It's the working class versus the wealthy, and that's probably why you're trying to pretend it's something it's not." This has to be the first time I'm seeing Ben get cooked by his own comment section. Ben is pissed because bipartisan agreement is bad for his business model. So we're so used to seeing this left-right divide in America. But what this comment section suggests is that people are waking up to the fact that it's actually an up versus down divide. I saw somebody saying the other day in reference to the Democrats' election campaign, Beyonce's not going to pay my rent. People are looking at left and right and seeing that the enemy actually is the oligarchs. It's the Elon Musks. It's the people who own the media. It's people who are supporting left and right who are, as some of these comments say, fueling division. But actually, it's not their fellow Americans. It's not the person next door who might have a Trump flag up or might have a Harris flag up, and you may disagree with them politically, but actually you have much more in common than you do with people who are pulling the strings and running the country. I'm really fascinated to see where this is going to go, because I've never seen this kind of populism that is taking aim against the people at the top of the hierarchy, but uniting left and right. Really fascinating.
Let's be clear, we know his name and the net is tightening. We just don't want to say his name as to not tip him off. But did you not just tip him off that you know his name? Well, we know, but we want to see if he knows what we know. You don't have anything, do you? We know that he's on a bus. Do you know which bus? We know there are buses. Usually there's a lot of crowdsourcing and tips that come in for stuff like this. Do you have any of that to share with us? No. Really? Why is that? Because people are reporting that he's at the North Pole? Yes, it's because people are reporting that he's at the North Pole, okay? We have to sift through all these false reports. Have you checked the North Pole? Yes. Was he there? Look, the NYPD is the best in the world at this. We're going to have him within hours. Lastly, do you have anything to say to the families of the thousands of murders that have gone unsolved because they weren't billionaires? New York City is the best at this, and we will...
In a city where the NYPD boasts an $11 billion annual budget, enough to rival the GDP of some small countries, you'd think solving a high-profile murder like that of the United Healthcare CEO would be easy. Yet nearly a week after the brazen Midtown shooting, all investigators had was a cunty side profile, some photos of a Monopoly money-laden backpack, and bullet casings. But now, a breakthrough has come. Not from the NYPD's state-of-the-art tools or vast resources, but from a citizen tip. A bootlicker, resident of Pennsylvania, recognized the man from released photos and alerted authorities. The 26-year-old suspect was apprehended at a McDonald's in Altoona, where police found a firearm equipped with a suppressor similar to the one that was used in the killing, along with fake IDs believed to have been used in New York. For now, health insurance companies are taking precautions. They're taking their leadership profiles off of their websites and beefing up security personnel for top-level CEOs. Authorities do believe that the shooter may have been a disgruntled employee or someone that was negatively impacted by United Healthcare's insurance high denial rates. But like I said the other day, there would be no need for armed security if CEOs weren't overseeing policies that harm the working class. Eventually, there is a price to pay for exploitation, and for many of the working class, karma was just moving a little too slow. As of this video, no one has been charged for this crime, and I will keep you updated as the story progresses.
I can't believe they got two of us this week.
I told y'all the poor people was gonna start fighting back. I told y'all.
I've been told y'all. I told y'all stop playing with him. First, Walmart, you want to close the 24 hours.
They were destroying the stores.
It don't matter. Then you want to take the snack wraps
I didn't think they cared that much about it. I didn't.
And then to push it all off, all of y'all want to start charging more prices.
We just wanted more money, Arizona. We didn't think all this would go down.
Are y'all, like I told y'all, stop playing with the poor people. Eventually, they're going to realize, damn, the rich is not bulletproof, though.
Hello, welcome back. How was your Christmas shopping?
It was so nice. I got a nice lunch.
Shut up. Nobody cares. His name is Luigi, okay?
Luigi?
The guy, this morning they were calling him the claims adjuster.
Oh, the guy that did it in the CEO.
Yes, that guy. Apparently he's been caught, or at least the suspect that people think is the guy.
Okay.
He was caught in Altoona, Pennsylvania in a McDonald's.
Hold on. He was caught in Altoona?
Yeah, he was stopped at an Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's to get a McRib, and some old person there, like, recognized him from all the pictures on the TV.
They were like, hold on, there's someone handsome here. What are we doing?
Yeah, they're not used to seeing that in Altoona. But also, he's the most Italian man ever. His full name is Luigi Mangione.
Oh my God, delicious pasta brand.
Let me tell you something real quick.
A few hours later.
And the only reason they think they actually have him is because when they went through his bag, he had 4 fake IDs, one of which was the one that was used at the hostel.
Who doesn't have fake IDs?
Okay, he also had a silencer for his ghost gun.
Okay, so what? It's America.
Okay, and he had a manifesto that was like listing all these different things about health insurance and how they're parasites who suck off on America. Like,
again, name one person that doesn't have this list.
Okay, now listen. Here's the thing about Luigi Mangione. Is once everybody knew his name, they started looking online.
You gotta find out.
They found his Twitter.
Okay.
They found his Goodreads.
Shut up. Oh my God, what kind of books does he read?
Okay, first thing, one thing that people realize.
Enemies to lovers.
Okay, one of the things they realize is that this 26-year-old man.
He's so young.
26 is when you lose your parents' health care.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the things that I keep reminding myself on, right?
Yeah.
And so he apparently had a surfing accident 2 years ago. And that gave him really bad back pain. And there's actually an x-ray of a back with screws in it on his Twitter profile. And he's read multiple books about back pain.
Oh, no.
He also read the Unabomber's manifesto and gave it 4 stars.
I wonder why he lost a star.
I don't know, but he gave the Lorax 5 stars?
That makes sense.
Okay, and he also read the same Steve-O book twice.
Sometimes you gotta go back, you gotta relearn.
You know what, that's what you do when you go to UPenn.
Oh my God, he went to UPenn?
Yeah, he used to live in Philly, apparently. He lived in Philly.
Oh my God, he must have been smart. Although you can get in without being smart, just look at Trump.
Well, he was a valedictorian of his prep school, which is a $40,000 a year prep school.
Oh, so he's rich.
Down by Baltimore, Maryland. His extended family owns golf courses and a radio station that used to play Rush Limbaugh. The politics are all over the place here, okay?
I'm so confused.
But here's the thing you need to know.
What?
He's hot as fuck, dude. I was scrolling through and I was just like, this dude is hot. In Italian, they call it Fra Diavolo, okay?
Okay, so now that we know that the United Healthcare PP man's name is potentially Luigi Mangione, I've already been on his LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, and I just think Beth Mangione sounds really cute. Like, we could have a little Chinese-Italian mixed family, and we could even avoid McDonald's for the rest of our lives. So once you get out of probation, hit me up.
They're saying that Luigi Mangione is the CEO shooter. They just caught him in a McDonald's in Pennsylvania, but 6:41 a.m. on Wednesday, me and Luigi Mangione were at Bible study. We were talking about God. That can't be him. I know him. We were praising the Lord. That's what was happening every Wednesday from 6 to 7. We are in Bible study. Cannot be that man. They cannot be that man. It's got to be somebody else. 'Cause I know Luigi. And Luigi 6 to 7 every Wednesday, Bible study. I confirmed.
Open up your eyes, it's a brand new nation. If you ain't got the credit, then you're out of the equation. Seems like only patients have patience for patience. If you ain't coughing cash, then go cough in your basement. And every good life's got $1 for the making. Better pawn away your clothes, deny, defend, depose. Yeah, and you won't find it up for debate in a courthouse. Better luck trying to find love in a whorehouse. All they see is green and it's you in between. If they can't kill your dreams, then they're gunning for your spleen. It's a murder machine in the cut for the cream. And they'd much rather sell your bones, deny, defend, depose.
Guys, what do you think he's doing right now? Do you think that he's like thinking about us like we're thinking about him? Like I wonder what his star sign is. Because I feel like he would be a Capricorn. I definitely feel like he gives off Capricorn energy. Like he's really ambitious, he's really driven, he's really hardworking. Like to me, that's all like really big Cap energy for sure, for sure. And like I feel like I could work with that. Like I could definitely work with that.
So CEOs are in trouble if they catch the gunman, and they're in trouble if they don't catch him. Here's why. First of all, they're not going to. I can explain it in another video, but at this point, they're not going to catch him. But let's say that they do catch him. They would have to put him on trial. That trial will be a heavily televised public event. It would have a lot of viewership, a lot of people paying attention. And during this event, they'd be giving a name and a face to this guy so people would sympathize with him even more. In that trial, he would officially be given a platform to espouse his beliefs and his motivations as to why he did it. Motivations that a lot of Americans likely agree with. By giving him that platform, the rich would inadvertently be creating more people like him who want to do more of the thing that he did. So arresting him and putting him on trial, that's a Pyrrhic victory for them. Second, let's assume that the NYPD gets into a chase with him, or the FBI gets into a chase with him, and he is gunned down in the chase. Well, now you've made him a martyr, right? You're making him some average citizen who was gunned down for doing unto the ruling class what the ruling class has been doing unto the rest of us for centuries. Also a no-win situation. Finally, let's look at the most likely outcome, that he's not going to get caught, he's going to get away with this, and the CEOs who want him caught and punished are going to be left hanging. Left hanging. In that situation, the gunman proved to the American public that the elite are not safe from us, that just because they think they are free from their consequences does not mean that we cannot get to them. He would effectively prove to a lot of Americans who are likely to take up the same position as him that, hey, not only should you take action against these corporate executives who are making your lives worse, but it is in fact stupid easy to get away with doing so. By getting away, it would allow him to essentially remain anonymous. He becomes a symbol. He, for all intents and purposes, becomes V from V for Vendetta. And in America, after, centuries of the opposite being true, people finally understand that the rich and the powerful who exploit them every day are not invincible. And I could easily see that being the start of a very violent, very horrific class revolution in the United States. And look, at this point, they're not going to catch him. The NYPD has admitted he has a 3-day head start on him. They've admitted they haven't been able to find any evidence that ties an actual person to this crime. The one shot they have of him on CCTV is incredibly blurry and doesn't provide full face ID. Like, this gunman is gone at this point. They are never going to see him again unless someone rats on him, and it's looking like no one really wants to. I do not know how this is going to end. All I know is that it is going to end up in the history books.
NYPD, listen up. Stop showing pictures of this man. You're not helping. It's not helping you at all. This fucking guy looks like a model. Now you got more girls trying to hide this man. If the people really wanted to help, they would have done it already. It's Friday. It's more than 48 hours. When people really want to find somebody, they do it in 24. Remember those insurance fraud people? Got them in 24 hours. This guy, you're not gonna find this guy. And not for 10,000. I seen rewards for dogs more than that. We're broke, but we're not desperate.
So not only are black women the most educated demographic in the country because, 2 high school girls just solved the Pythagorean theorem. How do I explain that we are dissipating our most valuable asset in America? We're not protecting it. It doesn't mean anything to us, even though all of our doctors, lawyers, judges, they're black women. The best ones are black women. The girl who just cured cancer with the laser treatment, she's black. What are we doing here, guys? What the fuck is going on? Like, let's if anything, fuck race. Let's be logical. In order for America to prosper, we have to protect this demographic specifically. Because if it falls, we fall. Do you? Fuck it, whatever. I don't have time for this fucking.
Well, I'm no conspiracy theorist, that's for sure. But I'm following this CEO's murder case in New York City. 39 years a lawyer. I've done so many murder trials, I cannot remember them all. I've won, I've lost, I've had hung juries, but I've watched this case pretty closely. Let me just tell you some of my observations, and in the comments you can think of full of crap or not. We never saw the actual shooter's face, and the shooter knew the CEO's schedule. Now, when a spouse dies, or a girlfriend or boyfriend dies, the number one suspect is always the spouse or the girlfriend or boyfriend until they're not the number one suspect. But this was a very cold, calculating murder. That person was very adept at handling a gun, had access to a silencer, and did not run away from the scene. He walked away from the scene. Most people that do rage killings, they run, they fire. My crazy theory is, and it's a conspiracy theory, and I'm not one that engages in them, is that the true killer hired someone to wear clothing like his, to go to a hostel, to go to Starbucks, and to throw the police out or off the trail. I could be wrong. Maybe it is that person who has a picture at Starbucks. But if you're so cautious not to have your face filmed as you're doing the murder, and you're so cautious to walk away from the scene, and you're so cautious as to use a silencer and know how to use it, if you practice all that cautiousness, are you going to be that sloppy to let your face be seen? Because you're videoed a lot. So this person that shot that CEO knew where the cameras were, knew his schedule, knew where to run, and knew where to run where there were no cameras. But yet we have a picture of the murderer. He was calculated in all those things, but somehow sloppy by walking into a Starbucks and staying at a hostel. I'm just saying, I think there's a little more to the story than what we're being told. Let me know what you think in the comments. I could be wrong. It's just my 39 years of experience talking.
This morning, New York City police say they recovered what they believe is the shooter's backpack in Central Park. That's where the gunman fled after shooting Thompson in front of a hotel in Midtown Manhattan early Wednesday morning. While the backpack may serve as a valuable clue, the search is now expanding well beyond New York City and now includes the FBI and more than 80 police departments nationwide.
Investigators now believe the gunman left New York on a bus shortly after the shooting. NYPD sources say they have more than 200 images of the person they want to question, but they have not named a suspect or determined a motive. Meanwhile, the shooting and public reaction to it has left some healthcare and business executives rattled.
New video obtained by CBS News appears to show the individual who police are calling a person of interest stopping to bend toward a pile of trash on West 55th Street. This video was taken just a few minutes after surveillance footage at a nearby Starbucks shows a hooded and masked man using cash to buy a drink in a power bar. Less than a half hour later, United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was shot and killed just a few blocks away. Police say the gunman was then seen riding a bike into Central Park before he exits on the Upper West Side without a backpack, and he ditches the bike. Sources tell CBS News the gunman may have boarded a bus that was leaving for Atlanta. On Friday, investigators combed Central Park and found what they believe is the shooter's backpack. And they focused on the Manhattan hostel where they think he stayed and where a surveillance camera captured this image. It's the person they're looking for with his mask down. Meanwhile, the shooting has reignited national anger with the healthcare industry. Investigators say the words deny, delay, and depose were etched into bullet casings found at the scene, words often used to criticize insurance companies' tactics in rejecting patients' claims.
We're fighting with the insurance company over her dialysis to keep her alive?
In the days after the shooting, social media lit up with Americans sharing their frustration with insurance providers. A survey taken last year found 12% of claims were denied, up 20% from 2020. While a 2023 survey found nearly 60% of insured adults experienced some issue with their coverage in the previous year. Now, in the wake of the shooting, some business leaders are looking to increase corporate security. United Healthcare, the company Thompson worked for, removed photos and biographical information of executives from its website. Another health insurance company in Minnesota did the same and temporarily closed its 6 office locations.
So you mean to tell me that somewhere in this country there is at least 6 to 8 Monopoly games with no money in it? Do you know how infuriating that is? When you were a kid, you would open up the Monopoly game and all the money would be gone. Because we were out there freaking, using it to buy candy. Man, I might have changed the tide on this one. Actually, I like it. He's a rebel. I like it.
We all live within a game. That's the message of the Monopoly money.
In terms of seeing him, do you recall seeing, now you've seen his picture out there and you talk about the hostel being so crowded, do you recall seeing anybody that looked like him?
Yeah, I didn't recall anyone looking like that, and people are saying that he always using the mask, so even if I saw him, I wouldn't recognize him because he was always wearing the mask.
Right, and obviously as you were there those few days,
Yeah.
you talk about the situation, there's no security, there's no, lots of people coming and going?
There's like basic security there. Yeah, there's a security like you can't go inside without a card, so we have to check in to go inside. But like gun control doesn't have any. So yeah, that kind of security is none.
Right. And in terms, just out of curiosity, but when you pay, you can pay credit, cash,
Yeah,
in terms
yeah,
of
whatever. Yeah.
any way you want to pay.
Yeah.
Comrades, can we talk for a second? The CEO P.O.V situation. Monopoly money in the backpack. Monopoly money in the backpack. But then, hold on, as I was reading, it's the fact that it's like took a bike, a taxi, and as police suspect a bus. But it's just like the fact that he took a bike out of the situation.
I was about to go to bed. But then I read this. Not only our poor Robinson guy left messages on the... Now police found his backpack with the jacket and Monopoly money. Monopoly money. What's next? Wow. This is just wild, but this feels good, isn't it? The energy feels good. It's weird, but I like it.
have been searching Central Park looking for the backpack the killer wore during the shooting. And last night, they believe they found it. And now they've cracked it open. Inside, Monopoly money.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns.
At this point, this has to be like this has to be an episode of SNL, y'all. So they found the dude's backpack. The dude that P.O.V, that CEO, they found his backpack, and guess what was inside of it? Monopoly money, y'all. Monopoly money and a coat, a jacket. That's it. This dude is gone. When I tell you this man is gone, he is gone. They also released another photo as well of who they believe is the guy. This looks like a completely different guy to me, honestly. Like I said, I don't know if they're trying to throw us off or what, but girl, it's not even in my pay range to even care about this situation to the point where I'm trying to even find a dude. Now, they did up the reward to $50K. Okay, I'm telling you, I could see the dude outside and I wouldn't even say anything. But yeah, the weird thing is I feel like this isn't even the same person because his face looks different. Like, what is going on for real? But yeah, y'all, now that this happened, United Healthcare came out and said that they're going to be reviewing certain claims. And yeah, that's very interesting how all of a sudden now they're going to be reviewing claims now that they denied all these claims. Now they're going back and reviewing them. Okay, wow. It seems like whatever this dude was trying to do, he did it.
The CEO shooter, his backpack was full of Monopoly money. According to ABC News, his backpack was full of Monopoly money. I think it's safe to say that police are a little bit closer to figuring out what that motive is. I think they know the motive.
They just found Monopoly money in the killer's backpack. No weapon, just Monopoly money, evidently. This man is a performance artist. He's like, I don't know. I don't know any fucking performance artists. But he's the best one I've ever heard of. He's the GOAT of performance artists. I thought LeBron James was the GOAT, but we need to start having a new conversation.